Big day for him, not just winning the event, but giving himself a bit of breathing space between himself and Luke Humphries for that second spot in the World Cup team alongside Michael Smith.
Yeah, it was interesting to hear as well after that victory when he spoke to Dan Dawson as Raymond van Barneveld piled in another 180 in this contest. It's interesting to hear Rob Cross saying how highly he values the World Cup and how much 58. That has been on his mind after the World Championship and the match play. It's one that he really tries to pinpoint, really wants to get into, so it does look like he'll be the player partner in Michael Smith at the moment.
100.
Yeah, it's probably going to need Luke Humphries to, well, I think he's going to have to win the Euro Tour next week. Obviously today as well, so there'll be he'll know what he's got to do at the end of today. It's looking like it'll be Rob Cross, and that will be a formidable duo as well.
And Raymond van Barneveld for the first break of throw in this contest.
Game shot.
More clinical in that one, no trouble at all. Certainly
96.
want an interest again, of course, on Michael van Gerwen, given what happened to him in the Premier League on Thursday. Lost in the first round yesterday. He's going to take on Cam Crabtree, one of the most exciting players without a tour card, I think it's fair to say. Crabtree at the moment, really so much excitement surrounding his future.
168.
That'll take place in a little while, but currently on that board, Daryl Gurney's doing battle with Danny Van Tripe. That's 3 apiece at the moment.
Yep.
Well, he missed this by a fair way in the previous leg. Not on this occasion.
Game shot.
A smile. Real battle. That's who sort of Luke Woodhouse's got to look towards Chris Dobey to take the next step, because he's got 91. The game. He's got a lovely action, Luke. He's got to piece those results together.
$140.
Yeah, and it's Scott Williams who's got the advantage in this one. If Raymond van Barneveld can't reel in the fish, which he won't. Just double check in 98. There that it wasn't in.
It's going to be tricky though. Wow, that helps. Double 16 for Williams. Big moment in the match, having to shift a long way to the right, but with effect. Brilliant dart from Scott Williams. He enjoyed that one.
60.
Yeah, Scott Williams has been the player who's managed to find those key visits at really crucial times. He's the one that's looked to be the player that will pull away. And it wasn't always like that, was it? In 96. The first few legs, it looked like it could have been Barney that...
He looked more likely in the first half, Raymond, didn't he? That's what we said. Scott Williams is now... Yes, he likes to be the flair player, but if he has to work hard in a game, he'll do it. And he's done it here, and he's carved himself an opportunity. He may get 6 from here at 127. This for a big win for Scott.
Game shot,
and he manages to finish it on the ball, a 127 in game. Of course, the man who became the 3rd player to win a Players' Championship event whilst not holding a tour card is through. He gets the better of Raymond van Barneveld.
Put yourself under unnecessary pressure.
45.
Yeah, and I think that's Jared Cole's career, isn't it? He's got such a fantastic
135
mindset when it comes to this game. He knows he's on his own journey. He knows things will happen for him in this game. It's just 96. He's not guilty of judging himself or comparing himself to others of a similar age. He knows he's on his own path, but it's Luke Peters who could be
81.
About to level this game up.
This could be for a 3rd consecutive break. Peters broke to make it 2-all, then Jared broke to lead. And Peters, is he going to... He's
20.
His 3 at a double now, so this could be a real steal for Jared Cole.
Yeah, so many ebbs and flows in this one, and that was a very wayward one, but he manages to tidy that up. He offers his hand in apology because he knows he got away with one slightly. Yeah, you look at Luke Peters and scores of 42, 24, 63 and 54, and all Jared Cole has had is 31, 57 and 58 in response.
100.
Important last dart there, but he does leave himself on a rather disgusting double.
I don't mind that though. If you're not finding a treble,
Yeah.
just slam one in there
43.
and leave yourself a double. And if you can hit this is 5-2, and this has been a gift to him this leg. This is a
Game shot.
20 dart breaker throw. 5-2 Jared Cole, and Peters has responded really well from going 5 down. It was a poor leg as well. Gift wrapped it to Jared Cole, and Cole is
43.
just getting a little bit edgy here. And I think Luke Peters could have, the only encouragement he could have took when he was 5-2 down, it wasn't as if he'd been blown away. It was all his own doing, really.
90.
So if he rectified those mistakes, he still had a chance, and he's got a real chance now of making it 5-4.
177.
Well, that is significantly better, but it may be too little too late from Jared Cole, because it's still advantage Peters. And that dart isn't too much of a
60.
hindrance, but he does drop low. So Jared Cole to get this job done. 3 in hand at tops.
What a setup shot. And does
shot
finish
and
the
the
job.
match.
Brilliant from Jared Cole. He's threatening to get embroiled there.
Yeah, a very difficult first round match
58.
for Rob Cross today, though. He takes on Graham Usher, who played some really good darts yesterday.
96.
Good last one. Humphries gets a shot at 112. Here's the treble. Gets the treble, double 16.
Game shot.
And pins the double 16. So a couple of breaks to start the match. 15 darts of a Menzies in the opening leg and a 15 darts of a Luke Humphries, as you were. Cullen just getting underway, 2-0 up against Matthew Dennant.
Yeah, I think it's fair
95.
to say that for MVG, results are pretty irrelevant, aren't they, this weekend? It's all about testing the arm out, and I think his priority will
130.
certainly be making sure he's fit enough for the Premier League on Thursday, as opposed to acquiring money this weekend.
Yeah,
58.
that is paramount. Heta 5-0 up on Ted Everts now. Imagine close, well, over 110 and a half.
51.
So Menzies then to level things up with Luke Humphries breathing down his neck. He's not able to find the
56.
treble required. So Luke Humphries to get that break that Webby just mentioned, to give
Game
himself
shot.
that breathing space, and he does do exactly that.
Shaking his head, he's got to find something.
93.
Good last start, may not be enough. Humphries 96 to go one away. Stay there for double 8.
80.
So outside chance for Menzies.
Yeah, an outside chance, but when you look at his previous visits, left himself an awful lot to do in this visit. Too much turns
Yes.
out to be. But it's those
96.
visits of 42 and 58 earlier on in the leg that have really left him in this position.
Game shot.
He's played okay here, Cameron, but finds himself 5-3 down.
Been a very good performance from Cameron Menzies overall, but 3 180s
180.
have certainly helped that, as Luke Humphries levels up the 180 column. 3 apiece. It has just been
100.
a bit all or nothing, hasn't it, in the scoring phase from Cameron Menzies?
Yeah, and he keeps you guessing, Menzies.
76.
He's still got an outside chance. Humphries has missed countless darts now at double 5, that is, for a place in the next round. Is Menzies going to make him pay again?
Game
He
shot.
has done. We go to the side leg, shake of the head from Humphries. He's only got himself to blame. He's had opportunities.
May have thought the race was run in this one, given how Luke Humphries was playing. You just didn't see him faltering, Luke Humphries, at one stage in this match.
180.
But that is fantastic. A 4th 180 of this encounter from Cameron Menzies.
Yeah, giving this man something to ponder.
85.
Loose. I felt he needed another treble anyway, but not to get in the 20 segment. Opens the door for Menzies. He's not helping himself.
41.
Edgy visits from the pair of them. You'd still see advantage Humphries, despite the fact this Menzies on a finish.
Yes, because Humphries,
140.
with that true treble visit, has left himself very nicely placed. If Menzies isn't able to take out, it would have been his 2nd successive 3-figure outshot. So Luke Humphries to finally get over the line.
Well, match starts. Wow, that is a flyer. That one
shot and a
is
match.
there. He gets there eventually. Luke Humphries made heavy weather of that.
Another player, we mentioned Petrechko and his chances of making the match play yesterday. He's currently in action, but 2-1 down at the moment to Kevin Dutz.
180.
And this is much better, significantly better from Callum Goffin, who piles in the first 180 of this contest.
Potential.
100.
Well, potential 10 down leg, but realistically 11, 12. For Callum. 10 for tops. After making a nervy start. Find 12 that break.
30.
Can't quite find it. So reprieve for Ian White. Opportunity at 96. He missed chance to lead 2-0. Will he get a chance to lead 2-1?
And he manages to go double-double. Well, I think the World Championships alone have proved that you never write Alan Suter off, whatever the scenario.
$56.
Right, Ian White off him. I mean, I was concerned for him this year. But sat down and spoke with him in Riesa in the Euro Tour about 6 weeks ago, and he said he's just enjoying playing and just not putting too much pressure. He's happy just
41.
at the minute to keep playing, and if he can make the World Championships end of the year, he's not years ago, he was always in the match play, always in everything, wasn't he? So it's a different challenge for Ian White now, but he's responding. Is he going to respond again here?
Yeah,
he has. 4-3. Remarkably, 7 legs all on throw. There has been opportunities for the pair of them to break, though.
Callum Goffin, he will return, of course, with
57.
Ian White on 179. Could this be Ian White's opportunity, though, to apply a great deal of pressure?
99.
It's in Callum Goffin's hands, and it's been a very patient display from Goffin. Just the one breaker throw. There's some nerves in that one, and that one. They're not really guides.
20.
Yeah, they were edgy darts. They were darts of a player who hasn't won a great deal of games this year. He may come back, but he's missed a big opportunity. Look at the smile in the background. White to send us all the way for the second consecutive match. He
60.
can. He's got himself caught in the top dart. So more opportunities now for Goffin.
Yeah, you can see the way that Callum Goffin trying to set himself in the bag there, focusing on his breathing, channeling his inner Dimitri Vandenberg a little bit there. You don't really feel too confident about his chances, but can he get over the line? He is able to. A 6-4 victory over Ian White to record just his 3rd victory in a Players' Championship event.
134.
Williams unable to leave a finish. Getting a little bit scrappy, this one.
59.
From Jared Cole's perspective anyway. Scott Williams looks to be maybe turning the screw slightly, although comes up dry in that one as well. Leaves himself on 128 after 12.
$60.
He wants the ball and he pins the ball for a 128. It was getting scrappy from Jared Cole. The time on his side here, wants 156. There's the first treble required. And again,
80.
We talked about it in his last match that Webby was saying that Jared Cole just needs to rough up his points a little bit. The 3rd time.
140.
Dart has just dropped out of the board and proved costly. Will it prove costly in terms of this leg? We're about to find out. The bullseye left, and he just clips
51.
the wire. This is outside, so Scott Williams to level things and break back yet again. This would really frustrate Jared Cole, and he does with tops and double 10. $99. So Scott Williams, we've seen him take out a 1.28. Can he add a 1.48 to that? Not going to happen. So from a 1.48 attempt to a 1.08 for Jared Cole then, to level us up, of course, on throw in this one. He starts on 19s. Double 16 for it, and he manages to pin it. Really important dart, that. Well, he's taken a...
98.
Well, I can't believe that Scott Williams has done that, thinking that Jared Cole would not take out the 1.52. He elected not to go for the treble 20 bed for a second time on that 1.30. Is it going to prove to be a mistake from Scott Williams, or is he going to get this double 8? Well, it does work out in the end for him. He elected not to go for that 1.30, even though Jared Cole was on a finish. As there's some bad counting from Callum Goffin. I'm just doing a round of hoops upside your head to try and get the lights back working in this room. I'm currently sat in darkness. There we go.
95.
Leaves himself on 56 after 12. Callum Goffin, what pressure will you be applying? It was a lovely first start, unable to follow it, so looks downstairs 29. Instead. Leave himself on 110. Good thinking. But he doesn't return because that is incredibly clinical from Humphreys. He's gone out in 15, 14 and 14. And he looks to have found his score in boots in this one.
130.
Uses the ball very nicely indeed there to leave himself a single to double combo when he returns. But Luke Humphreys gets his first maximum of this encounter, to apply more pressure yet again, because as you can see, this would be for a break of throw, which he manages to, an 11 dart leg as well. And Michael Van Gerwen, despite being nowhere near his blistering best, averaging 90 against Josh Payne, 4-2 up in that one. Luke Humphreys got another look at that 1-2-1.
53.
Made a bit of a mess of in the last leg, but
'88.
Leaves it handy if he is to return, but Luke Humphreys' finishing has been very good, as he displays yet again there. Has been remarkable.
140.
Excellent from Luke Humphreys there to leave himself on 84 after 9. 2 140s and a 137 in this leg. When you've just had your throw broken
77.
and missed a match dart. He's got 6 darts at it as a result. So for the match, he takes a step. Double 8 is the required double.
68.
Misses outside. He will return, but we saw it in his first match, didn't we, Luke Humphreys, against Cameron Menzies. He could have wrapped the match up a lot more comfortably. But he opened the door for Menzies in that one. Is he going to do the same again for Callum Goffin in this one? No, he is not. He gets over the line. It was a really impressive display from Luke Humphreys. He had to deal with the fight back of Callum Goffin, who can be really proud of his performance levels over the course of this weekend. Quite an important... I know we followed Scott Williams on this board, so you're obviously going to be invested, but it 45. Does feel like quite an important one for him. As we mentioned, not had the success that he would have hoped in qualifying for Euro Tour events, and you feel that lack of game time is, of course, one of the main reasons why he's feeling a little bit rusty at the moment.
Well, things aren't coming as easily for him as they were last year. And not playing in Euro Tours, this is the first action for about a month for some players who haven't been involved on the European circuit. Williams trying to find his way through to the treble 18, and he's moving a long way right to do so. What a dart that is. Back to the centre of the Oki, double 16 for a level game.
Shot.
Beautiful stuff from Scott Williams. He got trickier after the first dart. Would he go for this? Well, we won't know.
Well, we saw him in his last
64.
match. He left himself a 130. Got the treble 20, looked across to see that Jared Cole's on 154 and decided to set it up. So there's an argument to suggest that
60.
he wouldn't have gone for it had he got those 2 treble 20s. We will never know.
That leaves double top.
66.
Well, he got the dart at the outer ring, which is as good as he could have hoped for, but Luke Humphries has left 82. He'll only get 1 at tops. And that's
Shot.
all he needs. 4-2, we've got daylight. It's our first breaker throw. Luke Humphries had been pushing.
And of course, in the race that we have highlighted as well to join Michael Smith at the World Cup, Rob Cross still going strong. He's 5-1 up on Owen Roloffs.
Yeah, I do wonder whether Luke Humphries, who is very, very focused over the last few weeks about becoming England's number 2 and joining Michael Smith in the England team, I wonder if
40.
yesterday might have just given him a bit of a shock to the system. Made him realise that it might be out of his hands. Scott Williams
99.
sets it up nicely. Leaves himself on tops to force a last leg decider. And we did, of course, see yesterday
94.
Luke Humphries flying out the gate in the early rounds, only to then come a cropper against Mike De Decker in a last leg decider.
Aim shot.
Could the same thing happen at the same stage of the tournament?
It's quite a lead that Rob Cross will have.
Yeah, doesn't even
180.
entertain the 19s, doesn't need to. Scott Williams back in the 400s, just stay there, plough into the treble 20s, get down as low as you can. But Scott Williams responds in kind. 12 maximums in this contest.
58.
Scott Williams has hit 7 of them and will be powerless to stop Luke Humphries from getting a match dart. Maybe a couple, but he can certainly apply the pressure, because that is an
180.
8th maximum, and he gives it the big in Scott Williams. I think for Luke Humphries' benefit more than anything else, but will it matter? 1 dart to win it at double top, and drags
38.
it low, and Scott Williams, a little look over the shoulder as well. Not sure Luke's happy.
Aim shot.
Drama right till the end, and that look from Scott Williams to Luke Humphries as he piled in his 8th 180 of the match seemed to have done the trick. Let's have a look at the stats from that match. An incredible encounter. Yeah, played so well that in the last match that he played in, as Josh
180.
Rock piles in the first, you would think of possibly many 180s in this contest. Yeah, Joe Cullen
177.
averaged 96 in his last match, and that was a considerable drop-off, having averaged 109 and 110 in his first 2 matches of the day today.
90.
Really responded incredibly well to that defeat to Sagansky yesterday.
Treble 18 cannot be found. And Michael
63.
Van Gerwen, despite a 177 in this leg, is in danger of being broken. Double-double. There's the first. And there's the second. Josh Rock with a 91 checkout. Double 17, double top. It's not great for MVG, but it's very good for everybody else.
171.
Yeah, but also good, as you mentioned earlier, that he's come through when he's been tested in those matches as well. He has found what's been required. But this is
180.
absolutely superb from Josh Rock to leave himself on a single to double combo after 9.
171.
Back to back 171s for Michael Van Gerwen. And Josh
39.
Rock misses his first darts at double. Now, he didn't need to go on 19s in the last visit, but he is hammering in treble 19s. Look at this from Michael Van Gerwen. And double 16 is there. 171, 171, 102 out. My word, he can't stop it.
171.
It's another 171. 3 171s and a 177 in this game for Van Gerwen.
100.
And it's another leg where he finds himself quite a way in front of his opponent.
Game
And
shot.
he manages to convert. That is absolutely excellent from Michael van Gerwen. With the same regularity as MVG is pinning the 171s. It's really impressive stuff from both of these players.
100. $93.
Advantage rock. He's stolen the darts. And he is not going to let go of him.
Yep. 170.
Goes to the bullseye. Don't mind it at all. The 25 would have left him a finish where he only has to go single, single, double.
133.
More treble 19s from Michael van Gerwen, but 51 for 5-3. And
Game
that
shot.
is superb again from Josh Rock. Is another 4-visit leg.
He could be about to win a 12th as Joe Cullen has just got the better of Gedwin Price, the player that Dan
61.
mentioned has been the form player of the day, averaged just shy of a ton and getting the better of Gezi Price. A huge result in that one, but Josh Rock, that is a huge slip into
74.
the 5-bed there. Rescues it nicely if he's to return. For Michael van Gerwen to break and extend this contest.
17.
Unable to. More missed darts at double from Michael van Gerwen, and Josh Rock to wrap this up and get his second victory over Michael van Gerwen.
Game shot.
And he
on the
does
match.
exactly that. It was largely top quality from Josh Rock in that one. Spells of brilliance from Michael van Gerwen as well, as he went 171, 171, 102 out.
But Clayton has outperformed Chizzy over the course of the day. Dave Chisnell, his highest average has been 96.
100.
Johnny Clayton, his average for the whole day is 99.5. Had two averages over the 107 mark, including the most recent one in seeing off Pascal Ruprecht. A very
45.
creditable run to the last 16 for Pascal. First time he's done that. Johnny Clayton wants double 14.
93.
For his signature 1-2-1. Doesn't happen, but he will come back and have another crack. Single 16 to leave tops for Dave
136.
Chisnell. He's there ready to pounce if required, or if allowed, I should say.
Game shot.
But he isn't allowed. Need to try and take this out, just wants to set it up. But with Johnny Clayton, you always fancy he's going to go for it if it's there.
60.
Didn't want a business with any bullseyes there to leave a 2-dart to Johnny Clayton. It's not how he plays the game.
96.
Trouble 19. Can't get it.
49.
Dave Chisnell a chance to break back immediately. 18 segment. Love that. Gave himself a chance at the double.
63.
Is it another efficient kill for the ferret?
Game
It
shot.
is. 4-1. 3 legs on the spin for Johnny Clayton.
$100.
If he fills it up, it's a brilliant opportunity. But anything
140.
less than that, and it's a significantly poorer chance. $75 left, so he should be looking at the 17s, and he
131.
does, and it's a lovely setup shot for Johnny Clayton. Now, Dave Chisnell, if he'd got the 180, it would have been 96 at 2-darter. And the shot would still have been on even after that first dart.
58.
Always a big ask. And now he's relying on Clayton missing. Another double to hit. And another double is hit by Johnny Clayton. Double 6 doing the job. 5-2. He is one leg away from reaching the semi-finals. Luke Humphries has just tumbled down
125.
to number 3, although That could go to 4 if Damon Heta were to win the title here today.
140.
Dave Chisnall still battling away.
$97.
Treble 17 and ball. Bullseye it is.
96.
Chizzy misses, and Johnny Clayton has a chance to wrap up this quarter-final. He will get a dart. The target is tops. And the Ferret will not be stopped from powering through to the semi-finals. He beats Dave Chisnall by 6 legs to 2. Find ways of winning legs. Could turn into a real battle in that one. At the minute, it looks like Josh Rock is going to dictate terms in this. Unless Andrew Gilding can significantly improve, he's going to be chasing shadows throughout this game.
100.
Rock's lowest average has been around the 95-96 mark all day. Oh, look at this. Double 16.
58.
Look at that, Gilding. Only halfway down from 501. Josh Rock knows he's got time. It's on a favourable double.
65 scored.
He's got time with which to work.
116.
And he's looking very, very impressive, Josh Rock. Not going to cut it against Josh Rock today.
Yep.
Goes to the 13s because he's got time. Now, the problem with that shot, if he hits the treble, he leaves double top. Because he only got the single, he might have to use 2 darts to get to a double. But Andrew Gilding is on 333. Josh Rock can do whatever he wants.
58.
Bull, treble 10. Where is he looking? Ultimately, he gets to double top. And he pins double top for a 15 darter. And Josh Rock, he looked a beaten man at 5-2. But this is special. Oh, 5 perfect darts for Andrew Gilding. But what a time to produce such a leg. Great visit from Josh Rock. Gets himself to a finish. Could go to the bull, but I don't think he is. No, 60. He plugs away at the 20 and he doesn't come up with a treble. Is it the 18s again?
68. 87.
Andrew Gilding to level the match. Improbably. A big, safe 11. Gets him a dart at the bull, which he takes. It's a 12 darter from Andrew Gilding to level this semi-final at 5 apiece.
$100.
It's just a ton. It leaves him a very tricky 1-4-2, and Josh Rock will be aiming to leave tops.
$100.
He has to settle for 80. The last few legs he's been stranded on 80, 56, 53. He's not had chances to convert those checkouts. He will get a chance to convert this 80 here. And if he takes it, he will throw for the match. Andrew 65. Gilding might think he'll have won the match. But it is first to 7. This is to get to 6. And Josh Rock does it. 14 darter, breaks the throw. He thinks he's lost it. Gilding thinks he's first to 6. That's the only reason I think he's moved away from that. It didn't make any sense other than that. And Josh Rock will love that. A second 180 of the leg. Josh Rock powering towards the finishing line. My word, he's been made to sweat by Andrew Gilding, who staged an unlikely fight back from 5-2 down, but he cannot stop Josh Rock from getting match darts.
82.
at double 12 to reach the final and be in with a chance of winning his second Pro Tour title. There it is, a 14-darter. Josh Rock. This time, Andrew, you have been beaten. He offers the handshake.
Doesn't happen this year, it'll almost certainly happen next year, and it would strengthen that side. That's no disrespect to Darrell Gurney or Brendan Dolan, who are playing solid themselves, but this man is absolutely explosive when he gets in gear, as we've witnessed.
180.
Well, not even 2 years, is it? He got his talk out last January.
Yeah, very little to split these two players in terms of the
99.
days that they've had so far, but it is Johnny Clayton against the darts who has the opportunity with the bull.
56.
Isn't able to take it, so Josh Rock to hold his throw. You feel that this needs to go because the ferret on 25, you'd put your house on it.
Game shot.
Let's go. Good finish from Rock.
But you just feel two players who just, you know that they're going to
180.
be able to keep producing this level and keep knocking lumps out of each other in this final.
Yeah, it's not when you get a
100.
surprise package in a game and you're thinking that their level will drop. They can't do this. These players can do it throughout. So, as I said, they're all too familiar with each other's games.
95.
Similar averages, scoreline obviously level. Looking like Rock's going to be 3-2 in front.
100.
He decides to split. And it proved to be a wise decision.
6.
Johnny was just having a little look there. I wasn't sure if he thought it was in double 7. That's what Damon Heta did in the semi-final. It caused him all sorts of problems going for double 16. Look at this from Johnny Clayton. Rock can't look.
Game shot.
Well, that is a massive shot from Johnny Clayton. It's 3 consecutive breaks, a throw, and
Whose court is that jacket for there?
the first one he got by beating Gerwin Price. And that's who's up next for him.
132.
Josh Rock, you can see him just chomping at the bit to get back to the board, isn't he? In between every single visit.
30.
It's largely because he's on 58 after 9 and Johnny Clayton is so far back in this leg. Looking to
Game
really
shot.
hammer home, I think, in that leg that his scoring at the moment.
He is in the Euro Tour next week, but at 12 he'd have to get the final. Because the cut-off is after next week's tournament
85.
single thing, and so chances are Darrell Gurney and Brendan Dolan will be the pair for Northern Ireland. I don't think they will be next year.
100. 180.
Yeah, but as long as
85.
this man is in with a chance of doing something, you certainly don't write him off. He bends the wire with that first attempt.
Game shot.
It looked like Rock had Johnny on the ropes after coming from 4-2 down to lead 5-4, but a solid leg in that previous one from
59.
Johnny, and he's making inroads on the Josh Rock throw here. We're getting to the business end of this final as well. Reminder, first to 8 legs will join Rob Cross.
100.
Enclosure this weekend. He won yesterday.
I was going to say, before Josh Rock found
98.
the red bit with that visit, still only the 1 treble, but this is really the first leg where Rock has faltered quite a bit in the scoring
Game shot.
phase, and Johnny Clayton with that 1-2-1, absolutely superb.
Yeah, finding a way, Johnny Clayton. And he's going to get a look at 161. Needs the... needed a big treble to leave a finish. That's brilliant from Rock. Just when you felt the trebles are starting to dry up slowly, he finds a big visit. And Johnny Clayton has done this a couple of times. The setup play has not been great at this spell, and he's not left that great. He hit a 116 to defeat Dave Chisnell in the quarterfinals. He may not even get a look at this one. Well, he is going to.
92.
So many ebbs and flows in that one, given the setup play, the 174 from Josh Rock. He kind of sort of fancied him for that 170, but Johnny Clayton
Game
pins
shot.
tops.
Well, he's going to get a go. And the Rock is best case scenario going to lead 155. Johnny's got 6 of this. He's got to be clever here now.
58.
6 starts to win the title from 122, Johnny Clayton. He may not need the 6. He's going for it.
90.
Well, I'm amazed that he didn't, because that's what he normally does, but it's the right shot. There's no need to go for the bull. And Johnny Clayton, who trailed 5-4, could rattle off 4 consecutive legs for his second
97.
ranking title. He's got 3 darts in hand for 32.
And next door for double 8 to get the
Game
job
shot
done. He
and the
does
match. Johnny
exactly
Clayton.
that. And Johnny Clayton is the winner of Players' Championship number 12. Some absolutely sublime finishing